Hello, friends. In last week's moment of alignment, I shared about the importance of aligning with your true identity as the innocent child of God. This week, I would like to continue that theme by highlighting the equal importance of seeing others correctly. Seeing others correctly can be one of our more challenging tasks on the spiritual path, simply because we mistake others for being something they're actually not. We mistake them as being the ego, just like we have mistaken ourselves as being the ego. The suffering we experience as a result of misidentifying both others and ourselves is immense. To help bring peace to our minds, it is essential we begin to practice releasing our belief in the ego identity altogether. In A Course in Miracles, we are taught there is really only one mind, which we are experiencing as separate. This means that any thoughts you believe about someone else are unconsciously being interpreted as messages about yourself. As is highlighted in Gary Renard's work, your unconscious mind knows there is only one, and therefore interprets any judgment you make about another as being a message from yourself to yourself about yourself. So it is vital you begin to recognize the law of the mind, that as you see others, you will see and experience yourself. Now, I know it can be challenging to see others as the innocent child of God, which you are one with, especially when they are appearing to be vicious in some manner. And what you want to remember on such occasions is that you are not asked to reconcile with the ego they think they are. You are instead asked to see beyond the ego identity by asking your higher self, the Holy Spirit, to interpret them for you. You can think of the ego as being like a facade. It's not actually the truth within. You are not asked to judge the ego and try and make it lovable or sensical. It doesn't mean anything. And you are asked to be open to seeing beyond it. The fact is, the spark of the divine is in everyone. Others may not see it, as their awareness is clouded by their ego content. This is something we are all experiencing. But as course students, we are aiming to undo our belief in the ego identity. But not everyone is interested in doing that. Yet this doesn't mean that the divine spark is gone in them. They are just choosing not to see it. So you can begin practicing welcoming a new interpretation of others. And this happens by being open-minded. You are so much more than the ego you think you are. And they are so much more than the ego they think they are. And remember, you can't expect to have inner peace if you are holding on to thoughts of conflict about anyone. Remember also that this is a process. So be patient with yourself and give yourself grace in challenging times with others. I would also like to note that seeing the truth in others is helpful in calming you down when you are upset. Personally, when I mistakenly see the ego in others and get engaged with the ego, that is stressful, and I notice my suffering. Yet to step back and welcome the truth is actually relieving. I don't need to worry about them. I simply need to ask the Holy Spirit to judge them for me. Then I notice my awareness is focused on the truth, that we are all as one, safe in our source for all eternity, and we are just dreaming something else. And this is something you can practice when you find yourself reacting to someone else or a memory of someone else. Practice stepping back from the ego chatter and welcoming the remembrance of the truth, and then see how you feel after that. Remember that seeing others correctly will expedite the healing of your mind, and you will have genuine inner peace sooner. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope you have a beautiful day, innocent child of God.